Come on. Come on.
It's good. Stream's going up now.
Okay.
All right, I've got a free set for a 7:20 start, or I can start it at any point here.
Give me 1 minute.
Yep.
Kyle is going to Franklin Pierce, right?
Yes.
You've got a video going out. Do you know that?
I did.
Oh, you did? Okay, I'm looking at a replay.
Yeah.
Okay. Nothing better than randomly open mics. It's killed many a broadcaster. We're scheduled to go in 4 minutes, so I might as well just wait. So take your time.
Okay.
Good setup, guys. This is really sounds good, looks good.
Yeah, it's encouraging.
It is. Oh, I gotta get your audio up. Just did the one in Florida with Tommy, and that was a freaking train wreck.
Really?
Yeah. And that's not even counting the show itself, which was a freaking train wreck.
Was Rico fine, or was
Rico's fine? Yeah, Rico carried.
Was the problem?
Yeah, Rico carried the show. They insist on using a speaker down there in this bar that they're broadcasting in, and it creates all kinds of echo problems for them, which they don't listen to me. You can't do that, or there are ways to do it, but it threw Tom off, and he got.
They wanted to broadcast on the mic in the bar.
Yeah.
On the speaker in the bar. Yeah, that's like reverb hell right there.
Yeah, echo hell. Yeah, but pull it off. But then Tommy got salty about it, and he just kind of checked out for the whole show. But
sweet.
Yeah.
That's always good.
Yep. My favorite part is when he asks me to fix it, and I tell him how to fix it, and he does something completely different.
Oh, sure. Because that makes perfect sense, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
your video has frozen.
Yeah.
Do you see it or frozen?
Yeah, I see it on Bill's screen. I don't know. Oh, yeah, my video is not even going.
Yeah, turn your camera off and then turn it back on and see if that helps it. Yeah, there we go. Gotta switch side.
I'll keep that in mind.
Gotta switch side, but it's okay.
Well, you won't be able. I think you could switch that there. You have it reversed up in the corner there. Maybe just click that. Click the.
Oh, I don't know. We're gonna go with it. I don't care which side you're on. Do you care which side you're on?
No.
Huh. Thank you. Thank you for that.
I'm just thinking for them to see.
Yes. Oh, wow. 3-shot now with Bill on his screen.
I don't have a 3-shot.
Yeah, I know. He's
okay.
I don't know, Bill.
I've got balloons behind him.
Windows. Is that a window screen? Snapshot.
You'll see the. Are you going to monitor the show while you're doing this?
Yes.
Okay, so you'll see what the shot looks like. We've got 40 seconds, so I'm going to pull the mic down. Everybody hang on.
Okay.
And then you'll hear the volume come down a little bit on the music, and then just start talking. No, I'll have you up.
Okay.
young gun with a quick fuse. I was uptight, wanna let loose. I was dreaming.
What is happening? Welcome to the latest edition of Ranger Nation Radio. Tim Wood, Bill Bryant, and you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're all good.
Can you hear
I can
me?
hear you.
Okay, awesome. How are you today? Ranger Nation Radio presented by AFC Urgent Care, the right care right now. Tim Wood, Bill Bryant, live from Larry
Climus.
I always pronounce it wrong. Climus Memorial Fieldhouse here at Methuen High School. Big wrestling match tonight. Unfortunately, Methuen on the short end of it as Central Catholic wins 42-28. A very tightly contested contest throughout. A couple of big pins from Methuen, but in the end, Central Catholic pulls it out. Central Catholic pulls it out. What did I say? Central Catholic?
I'm not getting into that whole
Okay,
conversation
fair
about
enough.
you messing up the Catholic Central Memorial.
Oh no! If only that guy was here. Who is that guy? Who is that guy?
I forgot his name.
Longo?
Luongo.
Victor?
He's the one that said Tom Brady was all done like 7 years ago.
Right, Victor. Right,
Victor.
Victor. Yeah. So, like we said, tough night for Methuen here, but I mean a hyped up crowd, and the Rangers certainly put all of it on the mat tonight.
So my first wrestling match that I watched was last year, Methuen Central. Like tonight, last match, the last meet of the match decided the winner, where Methuen prevailed last year, and that was, I didn't breathe for the 3 periods. It was crazy intense. Same with tonight. Aaron
Searth had easily the tightest match of the night. Went right down to it at the end. Got some points, but boy, that was tight.
He was exhausted.
Oh, you could see it for sure. But we are, like we said, we are here at Climus Fieldhouse.
Climus.
I just feel it's not really good for the memory and for the Climus family. So I apologize. I was just kind of messing with you just to see if you were listening.
Our first time here in this venue, and if this works, I'm pretty excited.
Yeah, so far the early reviews are. I mean, I should probably stop touching my camera, but so far the early.
Can I ask you guys to do something else too? Because I lied before the show and I said I didn't care which side you guys were on, because you're talking to the outside. No, Bill, mute your camera. Tim knows how to do it. Hit the camera button so there's a slash through it. Yeah, you did it for your own. There you go. And now turn it back on again. There we go. Yeah, now you'll be talking on the right side because you guys were talking like away from each other when you were facing each other. It was driving me nuts.
So I should look at him?
You can look at him now,
I can
yeah.
now look at him?
No, you can now. We switched sides.
I look much cuter now. The angle of that camera, that I look much better now. I'm very happy.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Lou, thank you. You're a magician.
Yes.
All right, yeah.
Yes.
Let's go with that.
Live webcasting, folks. All right, so here's the lineup for tonight. We're going to try it anyway. Trying to make this a wrestling night, partially here on Ranger Nation Radio. Going to have Travis Manick in the alumni corner. Travis is off to a phenomenal start at Rhode Island College.
Rhode Island College.
And has just been slaying it in his freshman year of wrestling at Rhode Island College. So we will talk to him.
And academically, he's slaying it as well. So he's carrying the load on the athletic, on the mats, as well as academically. The man is just producing.
You know, you always wonder how you make those jumps, and Travis was definitely kind of the, I don't know, poster child or poster boy in terms of Methuen High athletics, in terms of the student athlete, everything you'd want, the student, the athlete, the full package. We featured him in the blue book that we did for Methuen High School, kind of a sports yearbook for the fall for fall 2017. Everything you'd want in a student athlete, and you wonder how that translates to the next
the
level.
college.
We talked to Haley and Liam last week. McDonald, clearly they're okay.
Absolutely.
And how are you feeling, by the way? I forget that you weren't there. Joel carried you hard. I tell you, I'm just saying. I'm saying I don't want to pip you, but every time he fills in, he slays it.
He does.
I don't want to get his head too big because the beard's already bigger. So maybe if the head gets bigger, the beard will just explode. But
His head getting any bigger is not happening.
yeah, no, it's tough. I think he's maxed out.
Coming in once in a while is very easy. It's the week after week that you got to produce that makes it very. It's the grind. This is not a sprint, Tim. This is a marathon.
Yes. And
So no, Joel
Joel's
is
not a marathon runner.
he's in the pulse of Methuen. Yeah. He's in the pulse of Methuen. He once in a while you cringe when he's about to say something big picture because he's very passionate about what is going on. So when you started talking about politics and that, I definitely got nervous. But I thought he did well.
You might be getting the same "you're dead to me" text that Joel got during the show from Mike McDonald last week.
Yes, that is true.
Yes,
That is
yes,
true.
you are correct. So, did you hit any squares?
I did not.
No.
No.
You tell me you weren't on the 3-6 or the 3-0.
No, I wasn't even close. I'm an 8-5 guy.
Huh?
I'm an 8-5 guy.
8-5. Oh, that's a great poker hand.
Yeah. Phenomenal hold'em hand.
I'm all in on the 8-5. So, a decent week overall around Methuen sports. Wrestling ahead of this week had a great week. Couple wins on the board for basketball. Methuen High boys basketball team got a good win on February 1st, a road win at Chelmsford, 70-61. Mitchell Crow led the way for the Rangers with 17 points. Tyler Carrion, 13 points. Andrew Luciers, 11 points. The girls basketball team, they got some stars back. They've been plagued a little bit by injuries, but they got Katie Durandi and D Urena back, and come from behind win 61-51 at Chelmsford, a game that they lost at Chelmsford. They lost 59-27.
Here they lost.
Sorry. Yes, they lost here 59-27, and they came from behind on the road to beat Chelmsford 61-51 on February 1st.
Now, don't freak out on me, Tim.
Yep.
But they were actually missing Michaela Ferrulo, who got a concussion the week before, and oh my goodness, the point guard. The soccer player. I can't think of her name right now.
Olivia Barron?
No, Olivia was there. I'll think of it.
Yep.
But they were down two of their varsity starters. Caitlin Tierney, the freshman, ended up having 20 points with a bunch of three-pointers. Very well coached, Caitlin Tierney.
That was your Bill Bryant coaching moment of the week, presented by Bill Bryant. We missed that so much last week, Bill.
That's what Joel said.
Tell us when did you coach her?
Last year as an eighth grader.
So
she's a freshman. She's a freshman this year.
Just right into the mix like this. That's fresh coaching.
Absolutely. No, but this comeback win is huge because they were down their senior captain Michaela Ferrulo, and they were also down their point guard, who for whatever reason I can't think of her name. I'll get it. Her mom and dad are gonna kill me. But that's a big win for them. That's a really big win for them. Coach Garibaldi said 2 weeks before, there's not a team that we can't beat if we're full strength and we play our game, and this is a testament to that.
So we mentioned wrestling earlier. They had a quad meet here at MHS on February 2nd. They defeated Westford Academy 46-25, conquered Carlisle 52-15, and also took down Peabody Saugus 42-18. So a big weekend with them. They also beat Lawrence 51-26 on January 30th. So last Wednesday during our show, we mentioned that a little bit on the show last week. Matt Sabizis with the 5-second pin at 145 the fastest pin in MHS school history. I mean,
Wow.
5 seconds. I mean, like, you have just you got to immediately come at them. Boom, sauce. I said that. I heard Rob Bradford today. Oh, Lou, I'm sorry.
The opponent almost has to fall on the mat in a way to be
Yes.
pinned as well. It's that's
I
tough.
mean, I would have liked to see video on that. It almost seems physically impossible, but it happened. 5-second pin, and Sabiza's got a big pin at the end of the match tonight for the Rangers as well. So congrats to him. Girls hockey.
So,
Yep.
for the folks wondering, it's Matt Cabezas.
What did I say? Cabiz. I suck.
It's okay. I'm just correcting you. It's all right. So
Jesus.
girls hockey up 3-0 with 2 minutes left in the first period.
All right, you got okay. That popped up on the screen. They took down Andover 5-1.
Huge win.
Yeah, last Wednesday, I think, January 30th. Andover was the one team to beat Methuen Tewksbury, 3-0 win, shutout on December 2nd. Julia Masada, two goals, 2 assists. Lydia Pendleton, 2 goals, 1 assist. Cassidy Gruning, a goal and assist from Carolyn Curley and Megan Forbes. So huge win there for them. And they followed that up with a 3-1 win at Haverhill on February 2nd to improve to 13-1-1. And as we said, they're playing Chelmsford.
Billerica tonight.
Billerica Chelmsford tonight. And they're up 3-0 in the first.
Yes.
So, congrats there. Let's see what else. Want to just mention real quick. Spring season Methuen Youth Soccer is ramping up. Registrations are underway. The season's going to begin August 27th and 28th. Registrations close on March 1st. Go to MethuenSoccer.org for all the information in terms of signups there. Every division from U4 Tiny Tykes through the U13 division. Registration fees range from $75 to $120 depending on the age group. Go to MethuenSoccer.org. We are going to have Amanda LaFlamme on at some point, probably early March, to discuss. They're kind of relaunching Methuen Soccer, so we will have her on.
So is that you kissing up to the travel director?
A little bit.
Okay.
A little bit.
I like the honesty. I
mean, because yeah. Listen,
Yeah.
I mean, Jake carried his weight last year in travel soccer. Maybe I'm kissing up a little bit, but
Okay.
But speaking of speaking of my son, I might as well brag again. And it just occurred to me on Saturday as I'm like right in the middle of this game. Our theme song here is Imagine Dragons, Lightning, and the Thunder. My team name is the Thunder. I picked that completely by coincidence, but I'm latching onto it now, hardcore.
And you're still undefeated, correct?
We're 8-0, my friend. And
Dan LaBelle, the president of Methuen Youth Basketball, was reminding me how him and I had to pretty much beg you to come out and coach.
No, I wouldn't say begging. There was definitely some
coaxing,
some strong cajoling. I'll go there. Some heavy petting. I had a rough experience with coaching down south, just in terms of parents and all the bad stuff we've talked about, Bill. I'm just being honest.
And that doesn't go away up north either.
Well, I will tell you. I said this to trying to think of who I was talking to, but the experience overall has been very. I mean, 8-0 doesn't hurt, but I mean it's not. And I keep saying this, and I'm not humble bragging at all. Like the 8-0, that's them. I want to make it fun for them. Like we're not practicing this week. We're going to launch because that last game was real stressful.
Bonding is just as important as the skills.
Absolutely. And they've all shown the skills. They've all they're cardiac kids. They keep coming back in crazy spots, and everyone's contributed. We were down 9 mid-third this past week against a phenomenal team.
Lou,
yes.
Lou, watch this. I'm gonna blow up his spot about just having fun. How much time do you spend with the lineups and what periods you're putting them in to make sure?
Absolutely. Like, I mean,
Okay.
you have to do your homework. I don't want to seem like I'm unprepared.
Okay.
So absolutely, there's an hour. Like, so right now we're kind of in a groove, but yeah, there was a good earlier in the season, maybe an hour before every game, just making sure that I got every kid the right because you got to get every kid in. You want to make sure every kid gets the right amount of time.
Which
and
is
you want to have all the right mixes together, and then the more you get to know the kids, you realize who messes with each other, and so
it's a balance of kids having fun as long as you're following the script that you spent a few hours preparing, depending on who your opponent is and the plus and minus of points, defense and offense.
So I can say it's all about the kids having fun, okay? But like second quarter, early third period was not fun. When you see kids crying and like they're really intent, like they're really into it, and when you see them tearing up because like nothing's going right for them, then I'm just like I'm cracking jokes. I'm like making fun. I'm making funny faces, like just trying to lighten up the mood, like yep. and and just remind them, like, we're here to have fun. You guys have been in this spot before. This is supposed to be fun. Like win or lose, guys. This is what losing is. Yep. We haven't lost in a game yet, but this is what losing is. We were and they were outplaying us, and that's that can be rectified. And they just seem to flip switches. Okay, so I will give a shout out to Drew Sutton. We mentioned him on the show. Broke his hand earlier in the season. He was at the game on Saturday. Gave the remember the Titans pep talk when we were down, and like from that point on, they came back. So it's all about Drew Sutton.
Absolutely.
So anyway.
So we have some youth organization folks here right now.
Absolutely. We've got we've kind of been throwing the words around youth sports, and we have Methuen Youth Baseball here tonight. We mentioned them last week in terms of the registrations, and they are going on this week. That they're actually last night, and they'll be tomorrow night, and we will talk more with Chuck Salvo, the president
of Methuen Youth Baseball.
And then we have a couple of kids here as well.
We have Jordan Brown and Drew LaChance, a couple of baseball players that are here to try to talk to other kids, youth sports across the area, region, the state. Just the numbers are just not where they should be.
Yeah.
And we got a couple of kids on, and Chuck to kind of, get Methuen and the residents to sign up for baseball and lacrosse and, sign up for a spring sport. Get out of the house, put down the computer, put down the video game, and go play a sport.
And we told Travis after this.
Yep.
So we'll bring these guys in, and then we'll do Travis. Sorry. All right. So
Travis knows we're a few minutes behind, so I'll text him, give him a heads up.
Awesome. So Lou, let's take a quick break. We will get the young men and Chuck on from Methuen Youth Baseball. We'll do that right after the break here on Ranger Nation Radio, presented by AFC Urgent Care, the right care right now. All right, a big shout out to the folks over at AFC Urgent Care. They've been big supporters of us since the beginning as the title sponsor of Ranger Nation Radio, and we are big fans of theirs. AFC Urgent Care, the right care right now. You'll never need an appointment. Got that persistent cough and cold, that cut that needs a few stitches, or need a sports physical and don't want to wait weeks to get into your primary doctor? AFC's streamlined approach helps you be seen quickly and feel better fast. In Methuen, in the Merrimack Street Medical Professionals Building, 380R Merrimack Street. In North Andover as well, in the Burton Grill Plaza. 8 to 8 Monday to Friday, 8 to 5 Saturday and Sunday. Go to afcurgentcare.com for more details. I love talking about my man Val Davila. It's a dream to own your own business, and Val and Susan Davila made that a reality in February 2013.
They started with just 2 insurance carriers, but now Right in Place Insurance for Progressive, Safeco, Pilgrim, Plymouth Rock, and Mapfre, just to name a few. Need auto insurance, renters, commercial, or home? Davila and DeFusco prides itself in having lifelong roots in the Merrimack Valley. Put their experience to work for you. Visit them at 225 Broadway or call 978-241-7950 for a free quote, or visit them online at daviladefusco.com.
Qualifications, rules, and limitations apply. Rates, rewards, and restrictions may vary by account. Contact institution for details.
Tickets, popcorn, and sodas. That'll be $35. Cash or debit?
Debit! I mean, I'd like to use my debit card, please. Can I do it?
Okay.
All right! Swiping now!
What if paying with your debit card was always this exciting? Kasasa Cashback is a free checking account that pays you for everyday debit card purchases every month you qualify. Plus, with ATM withdrawal fee refunds nationwide, that's a lot of extra cash to spend on whatever you like.
Ask for Kasasa at the Savings Bank. Visit tsbawake24.com. Member FDIC, member DIF.
Back here on Ranger Nation Radio, presented by AFC Urgent Care, Tim Wood, Bill Bryant. That is not Bill Bryant that you see on, well, you see Bill Bryant in the background, but we have with us, now we'll have to move the camera around a little bit.
I also don't see a mic, which would be useful.
Okay, so yeah, we're moving the mic around a little bit.
All right.
So this is Chuck Salvo. Chuck is the president of Methuen Youth Baseball. How you doing, sir?
Excellent.
Keep that right up close to your mouth.
All right.
All right. Can you hear him, Lou?
I
So the public can
I could
hear?
use
Yeah.
more or closer, yeah.
A little bit, yeah,
little
right
closer?
up there.
How's
Yep.
that?
Excellent.
All right.
So tell us about where Methuen Youth Baseball is at in the registration process. You had signups last night. You have them tomorrow night,
Yes.
6:30 to 8:30.
6:30 to 8:30 at the American Home Care, Rangers Plaza. We're excited. We've got a great board, great group of men and women who are volunteering, doing an outstanding job, trying to get the league in shape and get us ready for summer, ready for baseball.
So we just got through, and I'm trying to tell people this, like the transition is so quick. We just got through with the Patriots win. We just got done thinking about football, but baseball's right around the corner. Pitchers and catchers, like the equipment's already on its way to Fort Myers.
The trucks are rolled out. Yeah. So for us, registration is a big part of our season right here. Like I said, we got those 3 registrations coming up. After that, we'll be getting into tryouts. We'll be getting into coaches selections. We're working on fundraising right now as an organization to help pay for all the equipment and the umpires and everything else in the league. So yeah, for us, it's go time. We're ready.
Chuck, if I'm a parent, what are the ages in leagues? So, can you kind of go through the different age brackets so to help out where to sign up and what they'd be doing?
So for us, we start at 7 years old and work ourselves all the way up to 16-year-olds. So we have both what's called Cal Ripken and Babe Ruth. Cal Ripken is from 7 to 12. Babe Ruth is from 13 to 16. So if you've got a son or a daughter in that age and they want to play baseball, come on down, get them registered, and we'll get them on a team.
Who are these 2 guys right here, Chuck, with us? We got a couple of Cal Ripken players in the seniors. I'm sorry, in the majors.
In the majors, yes. Yeah, we have Drew and Jordan here.
Try to move the camera around so we can see these guys. Luke, can you see them in the shot?
I can see the young man to Bill's left, Gordon. I can see him.
All right,
That's about it.
Can we squeeze them in? Maybe get you out. Yeah, maybe we could just rotate seats as you're talking.
Rotate him through Gordon's seat. Yeah.
Yeah. Drew, why don't you move into the hot seat up front? Whoops. All right, they're perfect. Perfect. Now, you guys hold that mic right in front, and when each of you are talking, hold it right up to your mouth. All right, now who's who?
I'm Jordan.
I'm Drew.
Welcome to Ranger Nation Radio. Very excited to have you guys here. Now, all right, everybody says kids aren't playing baseball nowadays. You guys have a little something to say about that, I would guess. You liking yourself some baseball?
Yes, very much.
What do you like about baseball in terms of the play? Is it the play? Is it the camaraderie with the team? What excites you in terms now? How long? Let me start with you. How long have you been playing? Hold that right up to you. There you
I've been playing since the second year of Bambinos for real baseball. I started in T-ball. I did 4 years of that. I did 1 year of Bambinos, 2 years of rookies, and I did my first year of majors last year.
Nice, congratulations. So, what is it? For you? What is it about baseball that you've been doing this for a while now? What is it about baseball that excites you?
I like being able to get with my friends and being able to compete against them, play with them, and after the games, you get bragging rights if you win too.
Absolutely. Let me get that a little closer. Get you a little bit more in the shot. In terms of, tell me about the excitement. What positions did you play?
I play catcher, pitcher, outfield, first base, third base, and I really like all of them because they're all different positions and you get to do different things. So it teaches you all different things when you play the different positions.
Sounds like you'd be a coach. Yes.
I catch, I pitch, I play third base sometimes. So me and him are usually on the same team, so we switch off. Like if he's catching, I'm usually pitching, or if I'm catching, he's pitching.
Oh, so we got the battery here. Nice. So how long have you been playing?
I played 5 years of T-ball, then I went straight to Bambinos. I played 2 years of that, 2 years of rookies, and this is gonna be my second year in majors.
Well, let me make sure you're on here. Okay.
You guys go to school together?
Yes.
Yeah. That's important.
We both go to Tenney.
Okay, what grade?
I'm in 6th grade and Drew's in 7th.
How do we get a bunch of kids in the Tenney who like baseball to get out there and play? How do we let them know to come out and sign up and play some baseball?
Just gotta spread the word around. Like, if you tell your friends that you're having fun and it's all about teamwork, they'll probably want to play and come down and try it.
Have you got, like, when your friends come out to watch you play, has it ever been a spot where they come to see you play and then they sign up? Or they're like, it was too late for me to sign up?
When I was younger, a couple of my friends, like 2 of my friends did that. I was in like Bambino leagues. They saw me and then they wanted to come sign up.
Well, now's the time, right?
Yeah.
Any of those kids who were thinking, maybe I want to play, that they watch you guys play, then they watch the Red Sox win the World Series. All right, so now's your time to play, right? Now, tell me just in terms.
I have a real quick public service announcement. This
Yes.
is what we're gonna do. We're gonna tell all of our friends on social media to clean out their backpacks, because I'm gonna guarantee you there's a bunch of flyers for different sports like baseball and lacrosse and other things that are in their backpacks at home. So tell all your friends, clean out the backpack, find the flyer for baseball, and get their parents to go to one of the signups. Can we do that? All right.
So clean out the backpacks.
Yeah.
You guys know a little bit about that, right? In terms of maybe not cleaning out the backpacks enough. Don't want to get you in trouble at all, but yeah. So tell me in terms of, like, first of all, with the Red Sox last year, what was that like for you guys to see your hometown team? Are you guys both Red Sox fans?
Yes.
Please tell me yes. All right, I'm okay. Now, because see, little secret, I used to work for the Yankees. Don't hate me. Way back in the day, I worked for the Yankees when I first got out of college, and I was doing reconnaissance for the enemy. Or I was doing reconnaissance there for the Red Sox, but I'm a huge Red Sox fan since I was like, well, a little younger than you guys. So, what is it about the Red Sox that you think, watching that team last year, how did they come together like that? What was that like watching that whole season come together?
For one thing, it motivates you kind of because you see the team, they're playing together, making plays, and then they go and win the World Series. So if you go and do that for yourself, it would make you feel really good.
Wait, now you guys are the batter. like when you're watching the pitcher catch it, the way that they work together, the camaraderie that whether it's Vasquez or Leon or whoever's catching with Sale or whoever, are you guys seeing it, picking up anything in terms of that chemistry, in terms of how they work together?
Yes, you have to be very good friends and work very good together to be able to work together that well.
Great question. Talk about friends. So playing baseball, playing sports together, is that how you make a lot of your friends?
Yes.
So that's something these kids that aren't leaving the house, that aren't joining sports, they're kind of missing out on making friends. Did you guys know each other before sports? Because it sounds like you kind of met probably during T-ball and during baseball.
Yeah, we met
in the fall when we were playing in our fall league. And then we're just friends ever since.
That's outstanding. Can't do that on. Okay, so you can't quite do that on the Xbox, right? I mean,
No.
you can meet up, you can meet friends on Fortnite, but it's you got to leave the house, right? Yeah. So
you got to ask the question who the better hitter is.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So who's the better hitter?
Well, we're kind of equal.
Yeah.
Say that again.
We're equal, but he might be a tiny bit better.
All right. So do you have the same answer, or are you willing to admit that you are the better hitter?
No, we're probably like around the same.
So you are the better hitter. Is that what I just heard?
Either one of you hit for power. Is there home runs in this? So we getting on.
Yes, I hit 2 actually, but one didn't count. It hit off a tree.
Over the fence or inside the park?
It went over the fence, hit off the tree, and came back into the field.
And it didn't count that?
They called it a ground rule double.
That's bogus. We got to change that rule.
Did Mom put the appeal in? Did we put an appeal in for the league?
Right?
That costs you like an ice cream or something. Is it like a free slushy or something when you hit a
Yeah.
home run? Yeah.
How high off the tree did it hit?
It was
like all the way up the tree.
Not all the way up, but it was.
No, it was all the way up the tree, right? Like it was going 500
Oh
feet.
yeah, it was definitely.
Clearly,
definitely
right? Like next gen stats, that was going 500 feet, like home run derby sort of hit, right? See, you'll learn every year that you grow, that home run at 25 feet to that home run. By the time you're my age, that will be 1,000-foot home run.
So Tim's teaching you to fiddle a little bit. Mom and Dad will talk about that on the way home.
Every kids to lie. That's on me. My apologies.
What's your favorite field? Which you guys play at the Milk Street? You play at the Playset as well, right?
Yes.
Which is your favorite field?
Well, so far for majors, we only have one field that we can play on because.
Milk Street, right?
Yes.
So. Yeah.
Yeah, we're changing it to the other
So
field.
where are we gonna be playing next for this season?
So we're gonna be playing there, and on the other field that they're gonna change. So then we'll have another field to play on so we can do the 2 teams at once.
Awesome.
All right, tell me, because I still play wiffle ball, but I'm the feeling is a little removed. What is it like to hit a home run?
Oh my God, you get so excited, your whole team gets energetic.
Like all that, everything that goes into that to make that contact, and not even a home run, just
walk-offs,
walk off hit,
all
or
exciting,
it sounds like you guys have had some pressure hits in your career thus far.
Yep, definitely.
So
I think we both had like 2 walk-offs so far.
no kidding, between you,
yeah, probably 2 or 3.
you had all of them. Is that what you? I'm just reading I'm reading body language here. But, like you had all the clutch hits, right? No comment.
Do me a favor. What have you been doing on Sundays?
I actually go to a baseball clinic in Andover. Oh. I've been doing unified basketball. I've been helping out special need kids play basketball. It's really fun to watch them score, and they get so excited, and it's just.
You're one of the peer volunteers out there
Yep.
on the court, which is pretty cool. So
That's fantastic.
Not only a basketball player, but he's an awesome volunteer, and I've had a lot of fun getting to know him over the last few weeks.
Very fun.
It's been awesome.
That's fantastic. So, is that kind of like a
no coaching at all.
sure?
No.
You sure you don't want to call this the coaching
No,
moment?
Drew and I are
Okay.
friends.
The Bill Bryant coaching moment of the show? Fair enough. But I mean, that's pretty cool, dude.
Yeah, it
That's
is.
pretty cool
Very
what
cool.
you're doing.
Gives up
And
Sunday afternoons. Gave up a Patriots game a few weeks ago. This is a young kid, 12 years old that has his head on straight.
what do you want to tell kids who are maybe on the fence or who think to themselves, I don't think I could play baseball. I don't know if I got the skills or if I like. What do you want to tell them about how much you enjoy baseball and like can anyone play?
Yeah, just try it. If you don't like it after you try it, then it doesn't matter. You can just you find something else you want to do, any other sport. But you at least have to try it to know if you like it or not.
And you're pretty much saying you're gonna try it and love it, right?
Yeah, a lot of people. I have a bunch of friends that came from other sports to come try baseball, and they are still playing now, and they love it.
It's a great attitude. What you said earlier, like if you use that attitude in your whole life, what's the worst that can happen? Like in anything you do, just to put yourself out there, you meet friends, you put yourself in so many more opportunities, and I'm sure just through baseball, you guys have had a lot of opportunities that you would have never had.
Especially last year, our team won the championship because we started to become all friends in the playoffs, and before the playoffs, we all started to become friends, and we used to have all different things we used to do together.
Yeah,
it was really fun. So I think
right.
That's one of the reasons we.
So how did you guys bond?
We all just fooled around, but when we got to the game, we focused. But we fooled around in practices in the dugout when it was in between innings. So we had.
You know how to turn the switch on.
Yeah, when you're on the field, you need to pay attention. But
very nice.
When you're practicing after practice or anything, you can go and have fun.
Awesome, Bill. Anything else you want to ask you guys?
No, thanks for coming on, and I will put a request out. Tell your parents to share this video with as many friends as possible in Methuen, and that way we can start waking up the parents. Because I think there's a lot of kids that want to play, and I think it's on the parents to get them in the car, get them over to registration, and sign them up and get them out of the house. So, tell your friends and anyone that is signed up to share it with a neighbor or somebody else. So we got to get more kids out of the house and playing baseball and wrestling and basketball and lacrosse and do some sports, right? All right.
Shout out time. Who do you want to give shout outs to in terms of the folks that help you or that coaches or parents or friends or brothers or sisters? Who do you want to give shout outs to?
Coach Sully, unbelievable coach. He helped us a lot.
Coach Sully?
Yeah, he helped us a lot. He was our district coach and our in-town coach. Very nice guy. He brought the team together, and it was a very fun experience with him.
Finds the way to get that chemistry all together, right? Nice. How about yourself?
I have one. So my dad, this is no favoritism, but I have to say him because he always gets me to the games, practices, an hour and a half early so we can go and practice.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Never hurts to shout out dad. Moms get all the love. Dads deserve a little bit of love too, right? Well played. Well played. Happy Mother's Day. We love our moms, but that was a good shout out. You're gonna get a lot of love for that one. Nice. How in terms of family, who would you say?
My sister, definitely.
Yeah.
Because I'm always trying to be better than her in every sport.
And how's it working out?
Pretty good right now.
But see, the problem is your sister isn't here to challenge that. She's not here to dispute that. So
gotta be confident.
I love it.
All right, so one more child, Chuck, at the Ranger. Two more signups at Ranger Plaza at the healthcare.
Yes, Thursday 6:30 to 8:30, and Saturday 9 to 12.
Thursday
6:30
to 8:30. Saturday 9 to 12.
Saturday 9 to 12 at Comfort Home Care, and that's off of Pelham Street. It's you see the Dunkin' Donuts, the McDonald's, the Outback, all over that way. That's where Comfort Home Care is, and that's what's the connection with Comfort Home Care? Yeah, because they're great in terms of hosting you for everything, right? Yeah, that's awesome. It's awesome that you got businesses and how can businesses get involved in terms of sponsoring teams? Is it too late at this point, or get?
Right now, we are looking for sponsors. We have a bunch of different sponsorship packages. So we've got stuff where they can sponsor a team, they can sponsor a field, they can sponsor the hut. Plenty of ways for the businesses in the community to get their name out there and for us to advertise for them in exchange for a donation. Absolutely.
Who would they contact? How do they make that happen for you?
They can reach out to us on the Facebook page, and we also have an email address. So it's Methuen, CRBR@gmail.com. That's our main email address. They can reach out to us. We've got a pamphlet. We can send them with some different funding options.
Awesome. Methuen, CRBR@gmail.com. Methuen, CRBR@gmail.com.
If anyone listening wants to type that into the comments section, that would be helpful.
Absolutely. We'll type that in as well. You guys have done so much good in the community. Whether I just remember when Corey Wheeler was sick last year, the fundraisers that Methuen Youth Baseball had. It's a spot where, we talk about how this community comes together. Get your kids involved. It's a great organization. And there's no Bill and I can attest. Although I probably was a better baseball player than you, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. You at least because I've heard a lot of sports mentioned, but I haven't heard you talk about baseball so much.
There will be no positive baseball stories coming from me as far as a player. Now, as a coach, I yelled at umpires, but I was a good coach.
So, Tim, one thing I'd say is when you talk about community, there's nothing like being at the field on a Friday night, down at the Neal, under the lights. The kids are there. Kids that aren't even playing are coming down. Their friends are coming to watch them. The community's there. The hut's open. People are making friends. I know myself, I've made some great friends over the years with other kids' parents that have been friends my whole life now because of those experiences. Volunteering and being involved, it's huge, and it makes a difference in these kids' lives.
I don't want to make. I know you're humble, but like you got out of this, and you're back in. Like you love it that much.
It's for the kids.
Yeah.
You know what? I feel like people need to step up. I don't have a kid in the league. I know over the past couple of years there's been some issues with the league. It's not run as good as we'd like it, and I felt like it was up to myself and the other board members to step up and do something to help revitalize it. And we've got some great plans for this season. The main theme is fun.
Yeah.
Having the kids have a good time out there, making sure that they come back year after year, being with their friends, being social, getting off of the Xbox, getting out of the house. And like I said, we've got a fabulous board of people that are trying their best to make this league awesome. And I think, you're seeing it right now. Our first experience of the season is our tryouts. And we had someone comment and say, our signups, they said it was the best signup they ever had. They were in and out in a few minutes. So that's really what we want to be customer focused around both the parents and the kids and make the league the best experience possible for everyone.
And we don't want to get into the adult stuff too much, but I think really what you said in terms of you have an amazing group of parents that are stepping up. If we're talking about where our program's at, Methuen Youth Baseball is probably in rebuilding mode.
I think that's
or reloading mode.
Yeah. I mean, I think like anything. I think organizations over time, you have different groups that come in.
Yeah.
And, I was remember a few years back, and there was some great people: John O'Shea, Paul Ramirez, Steve Valant, Mike McDonald. Some of these guys, they taught me like what the league was about. Over time, parents come in and they come out, and I feel like there's a new group there that are excited and they want to do more. And like anything, the more the merrier. So if there's parents out there that want to volunteer, there's places for them to help us. They could help us in the huts, on the fields, fundraising, whatever it is. They don't have to be a board member to help the organization. And I think it's a great experience for them.
At the end of the day, people have to remember these two guys right here, these two 12-year-olds, this is about their childhood.
Absolutely.
So all of these sport organizations need to step up. People need to volunteer. And because it is, at the end of the day, it's not about the adults. It's about the kids having the opportunity to play baseball. and play lacrosse and play football. And if there isn't parents stepping up, helping out, then these guys are the ones suffering. So as they're here talking about how they became friends and all this, it's because of the youth sports. It's because of the volunteers and guys like Chuck and Joel, who we were talking about earlier, that are stepping up and running great leagues.
Absolutely. And I think that's really, in terms of the adult stuff, Methuen Youth Baseball has been such an amazing organization in this community for so long, done so many things in terms of fundraising, in terms of giving back, in terms of generations of kids that have gone on to excellence in their life. And so much of that is rooted in what they learned in Methuen Youth Baseball. And now it's time we need the adults to contribute. We and like we were talking about, we need the kids, right? We need the kids to just kind of try baseball again. All right, now one more thing for the kids before I let you go. Okay, I will quick story time. When I'm your age, I'm in the league championship. Now, somehow they let my dad ump in this game. My dad is the home plate umpire. Okay. Now, I was I was pretty much believe it or I was pretty much your size. Didn't have a ton of speed, but I had a quick first step. Right. I'm on second. Our star hits one left center. I get the go sign from my third base coach. I'm rounding third. I see my dad. He's the ump at home with this, like he's going to have to make this call. Dad, I know I told him I was bringing it up, and I'll bring it up until I will get the answer on his deathbed. He called me out. I was so safe. Hook slide. Got the hand right on the plate, right there. Have you guys ever had that kind of experience?
No, my dad has never umped, but I'm pretty sure he would do the same thing. He would go very hard on me just to make me better.
Right? And that's okay. And my dad says that to this day. It made you a better person. But I still remember. Okay, so I still remember we did win the game. We won it. We won in extra innings. If we didn't win that game, it'd be a whole
never talk to him again.
Story, right? So. What is the most exciting moment you guys have ever been? You mentioned you won the championship last.
Yes.
That must have been pretty awesome, right?
That was very awesome.
What do you think is the biggest thing that goes into a championship team? Is the camaraderie? Is it all the skills? What goes into making a champion?
Definitely working together. Yep.
Yeah.
One person can't make a team. You need a whole team to win.
It can just be one person that thinks they're like David Ortiz out there and not a team player, and that can ruin the whole team. You gotta all be a team player.
And you guys found that out in terms of having that chemistry come together at the right time, right? That's awesome, guys. Congratulations on all your success. You guys were awesome here. Seriously, you guys rocked it. In terms of so when does it start for you? Are you guys doing any winter training or anything?
Yes, we're doing a clinic in Andover together at Andover High with a coach from Methuen, and we both go together and we both hang out together there and practice baseball.
You guys must have been ready to hit the diamond with this weather this week, right?
Yeah.
We'll get there. All right. Huge thank you, Jordan and Drew. Great job tonight. Methuen, like we mentioned, Methuen Youth Baseball, Chuck Salvo. Thank you so much for coming in. Absolutely. Great job, guys. Great job.
Thank you.
Best of luck this season on the season and again, thank you huge for coming into Ranger Nation Radio. All right, guys. So that's Jordan, Drew, Chuck from Methuen Youth Baseball. We'll take a quick break. Running a little long. Hopefully, Travis Travis is a patient kid, so we will effort during the break to get Travis Manick on the show. We go from the younger kids to the alumni side of Methuen High School. Talk to Travis Manick after the break here on Ranger Nation Radio, presented by AFC Urgent Care.
Qualifications, rules, and limitations apply. Rates, rewards, and restrictions may vary by account. Contact institution for details.
Tickets, popcorn, and sodas. That'll be $35. Cash or debit?
Debit! I mean, I'd like to use my debit card, please. Can I do it?
Okay.
All right. Swiping now.
What if paying with your debit card was always this exciting? Kasasa Cashback is a free checking account that pays you for everyday debit card purchases every month you qualify. Plus, with ATM withdrawal fee refunds nationwide, that's a lot of extra cash to spend on whatever you like.
Ask for Kasasa at the Savings Bank. Visit tsbawake24.com. Member FDIC, member DIF.
All right, a big shout out to the folks over at AFC Urgent Care. They've been big supporters of us since the beginning as the title sponsor of Ranger Nation Radio, and we are big fans of theirs. AFC Urgent Care, the right care right now. You'll never need an appointment. Got that persistent cough and cold, that cut that needs a few stitches, or need a sports physical and don't want to wait weeks to get into your primary doctor? AFC's streamlined approach helps you be seen quickly and feel better fast. In Methuen, in the Merrimack Street Medical Professionals Building, 380R Merrimack Street. In North Andover as well, in the Burton Grill Plaza. 8 to 8 Monday to Friday, 8 to 5 Saturday and Sunday. Go to afcurgentcare.com for more details. I love talking about my man Val Davila. It's a dream to own your own business, and Val and Susan Davila made that a reality in February 2013. They started with just 2 insurance carriers, but now Right in Place Insurance for Progressive, Safeco, Pilgrim, Plymouth Rock, and Mapfre, just to name a few. Need auto insurance, renters, commercial, or home? Davila and DeFusco prides itself in having lifelong roots in the Merrimack Valley. Put their experience to work for you. Visit them at 225 Broadway or call 978-241-7950 for a free quote, or visit them online at daviladefusco.com.
I got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric wavy when I turn it on.
Go ahead, you've got it.
Oh, I just wanted to do a little dance and Lou. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I love my JT. Back here on Ranger Nation Radio, presented by AFC Urgent Care, the right care right now. Huge shout out to the crew at AFC, Lisa Williams and the whole crew over at AFC. Avoided having to go at the AFC this week. I think we broke the streak at maybe
Took a week off.
3 weeks, I think. So how about did you end up at AFC with the cold?
I sucked it up and gritted it out.
I see. Now there's something to be said sometimes, like when you hit that point where quote unquote sucking it up is self-defeatist.
Oh, the wife was not happy about that.
No, I bet.
No.
So it probably took you maybe 2 or 3 extra days, pretty much, right?
I missed a day of work, and it took me. I'm still not 100%.
And she probably was not happy because that spilled over into Super Bowl Sunday. Like I saw the lineup. I saw the recipe lineup.
That spilled over on doing the laundry, vacuuming, chores, things like that.
I'm saving. I gotta save all my energy because we got United basketball on Sunday, honey. I gotta save all my energy for that. Hope you understand.
Priorities, Tim.
Yeah,
Priorities.
Yeah. Well played.
Hey,
well played.
You made a comment earlier about Joel stepping up. As Jordan and Drew showed, if you have a little knowledge and you have passion, those 2 kids are awesome.
Yeah, they could host. So yeah. I mean, by the way, huge we kid because we care, but huge shout out to Joel Ferretra for stepping up last second for last week's show as Bill was sick and did a great job in terms of the show, and like you said, had to kind of I steered him into some muddy waters a couple times. I tried to pull out of it quickly before. I think we did okay in the end.
Yeah,
maybe.
There was a lot of subtleties with a lot of his answers.
Yes, which we're not so used to subtleties from Joel. So
no, but he's come a long way.
A lot of coaching, I would imagine. You got angry faces from Pam Bryant. So that's that tells me all I need to know about your convalescence.
All right, we've got Travis
I
up.
tell it like it is. Oh, Travis.
Yeah.
How we doing in terms of Travis?
We got Travis. He's here. Go ahead, Travis.
I'm here.
You listen. Oh, jeez, I didn't even know. This is so.
I was being nice and quiet. I thought
We
you
were
talking.
nervous. We weren't be able to get you because we're at the field house, Travis. But huge, like so excited to hear your voice again. People joked me that because we did so much with Loop Weekly, and then we did stuff with the Blue Book, and that I had I had a Brady bromance with Travis, and I have to admit, Travis, you've been missed. Like not having you around here, there's a void.
Thank you. There's a bunch of
where do I go from there, right? Yeah, you don't have to answer that, but
kids around
you are missed.
Thank you.
So Travis, tell us what's been going on. How's school? How's wrestling? Give us a 2-minute update of how your life is and how much you're missed here, but your impact in your college.
Well, 2 minutes might not be enough time, but I'll try.
Take 4.
So wrestling has been long. So it starts way earlier and ends way later than high school wrestling. So as a freshman, taking that time and being able to be like, okay, take a step back. I'm here. I still need to focus on what the main goal is winning, placing at regionals, hopefully qualifying for nationals. So doing that now, I've been able to focus back in on wrestling now that school started, because having all that free time during the break when we were wrestling was, I think, a bad thing. But doing the wrestling and the school together, to me, it keeps me busy. I have nothing to joke around or mess around. I feel that school-wise, I love school and I love wrestling, and together it just makes my year. This is more fun than high school almost.
What has been the most difficult part in terms of the adjustment, getting up to speed on the college side?
So school-wise, there's a lot of independence, which the first semester you find out quick that, oh crap, I have to do all this by myself. And then your sports-wise, every single kid is an extreme athlete, and that there is no room for mistakes, no room to have a mishap or anything. You need to be on point 100% every single day, school-wise and sports-wise, 100% every day.
Now, the results have been there on the mat from what I'm reading.
Yep. I dropped a couple matches that I should have won so far, and I let a couple slip away that are ones that I want back at regionals, but I'm working towards the final goal. It's really, at this point, coming all to a head, and I could feel it. I could feel it coming, that I'm hitting a groove now, that I took a step back and I was like, okay, the season's almost over. We're going to wrestle as hard as we can, as clean as we can, as crisp as we can for the next 3 weeks, and see where that takes me.
Hey, Travis, talk a little bit. You had Coach James here and the Shugru brothers and a phenomenal coaching staff at Methuen High. Talk about the change from high school coaches to a college coach, where you said that everyone there is a legit athlete.
So the pressure to perform is a lot higher than at high school, where if you don't perform in high school, obviously you're looked upon as still not a winner. But in college, it's just who's the next guy. So you have to be on your A game every single second of every single day, so you can say, hey, I am the guy. So you want to be able to perform at a high level again and be able to sustain yourself in school as well while you're training and working hard at wrestling. Coach James, he helped me out a lot, because he was really demanding coach for a high school coach, and it's really helped me transition well into college.
So I would imagine you probably got some texts already about tonight and the match against Central, right?
I, I haven't talked to any of the kids yet because I'm sure it's still a little sore. It's only been a couple hours, right?
All right, so you heard. Okay, yeah.
He was watching us.
I came home
Oh,
from
you
my
were watching
practice
us.
and I watched
Nice.
it live stream. Yeah.
Tim, I'm going to be honest. I've had a lot of parents come up to me and say how awesome that was that we did it live. Family from out of state, from outside of Methuen, were able to watch the kids tonight. So we might have started something that we're going to have to do occasionally because I got a lot of feedback from the parents that just left.
Good to hear.
Yeah, I'm intrigued.
Good to hear. So, what is that like? You had such an impact here with the Rangers. What is that like in terms of having to watch that live stream now rather than being out on the mat?
I wish I could be there. I saw Trevor coaching for Central, and
what is that like? Yeah, that was. I mean, that's so it's awesome that he gets the opportunity, right? But
yeah,
that's gotta be like just a dagger to the heart seeing him on the other sideline.
I wish I was there because there were some things like. But the main thing is that this dual meet is over. It doesn't matter what happens. That all these kids have sectionals this weekend, so like it's time to get your mind right and be there to wrestle on Saturday because Central Catholic's not going to be there this Saturday, and everyone else is going to be there ready to wrestle. And if you still feel bad about what happened this week, there's not enough time for that.
Let it go.
Yep.
As
exactly.
Elsa from Frozen said, "Let it go."
Yeah,
As Taylor
let
Swift
it go.
said, "Shake it off." Right. Your favorite song, right? You're a big Tay-Tay fan,
Taylor
aren't
Swift,
you?
"Shake It Off" is my favorite song. It is.
Yeah, no, Bill's a huge Taylor Swift fan.
Travis, when we last met, when you were on Ranger Nation, what's the matter?
I just you're the true professional of this too. I live to crack you up. So
no,
carry on. I'm sorry.
I have a real big spot for Travis because he was and still is a true leader, and Connor being a junior now, Travis was one of those guys that really stepped up and helped Connor as a young kid kind of develop into what he needs to be as a leader. So, but Travis has always impressed me because he's able to balance high-level athletics, but also he's a phenomenal student. And I know you're at a tough school and a tough major, and that's something that has always impressed me. So how are the academics going and balancing high-level wrestling with a major in medicine that is not easy?
Academic-wise, so far I'm on my team's 3.0 club, and I made the dean's list. I have a 3.45, I rounded up to a 3.5. And relatively speaking, the practices are 4 hours a day when school's in session. I mean, not 4 hours a day. I mean, I set aside 4 hours a day for practice, so 2 hours of practice and then 2 hours that I work out on my own. Other than that, my teammates, a couple of my teammates and I, we go to the libraries and we just really grind on the homework. And in college, everybody knows a little something about everything, especially some of the seniors who have taken intro-level bio and chem classes that I'm in right now to get my major going. But so they're able to help immensely as a maturing athlete, a maturing student, a maturing person. So Steve Massey and Mike Gallagher, they're just two of my teammates that I look up to immensely, two of my captains. So school-wise and wrestling-wise, at the NIWA duels, which is the dual meet that our regional is, I got all region honors, and I'm pretty sure it's a scholar academic award that it's like dual.
Huge
So,
congratulations for that.
Thank you.
Keep it going. Travis, you have a sister at Methuen High?
I do. She's the goalie on the lacrosse team, and she's my biggest fan at this point.
And she's taken off after you as far as being a good leader and really helping that girls lacrosse team get a lot of extra reps in, a lot of practice off season, and she's following in your footsteps. I'm very impressed. She's putting an hour after hour on Sundays at HGR and helping a lot of young freshmen coming into high school to play lacrosse. So
I hope she is. Lindsay, I know you're watching, Lindsay. I'm proud of you.
A credit to mom and dad and you, because you guys are both excellent student athletes.
Thank you.
I got to imagine, your mom. I don't think she ever officially said "mama's boy," but
Oh, I am. I'm the biggest mama's boy you'll ever meet.
Okay, I think you said it, so I didn't.
That's why he's a real man.
I didn't want to hang you out to dry there. So
no,
absolutely.
he doesn't care. He doesn't care.
Own it.
Travis is
Own
a
it.
man.
Own it. I would imagine that's been tough. You being such a family guy. I mean, have you? It's not like 10 minutes away per se, but I mean, have you been able to get home enough and them coming down to see you enough to kind of fill that void?
Yeah, we see each other and we FaceTime and talk every once in a while. I miss them, but I am able to live without them, you know. But
I got to imagine you're kind of discovering. It's pretty cool to discover that you can live on your own, right?
Yeah, the first couple of weeks my laundry smelled pretty bad, but then I got a hang of it.
I was gonna ask, what do you miss more, the laundry or the cooking?
The food program here isn't bad, so I miss the laundry the most.
In terms of just making that transition, you mentioned it, going with your teammates to the library. I've got to imagine just having that support system right out of the gate, and finding that camaraderie out of the gate has helped to really smooth the transition.
Yeah, it's awesome. So obviously not everyone gets along all the time, but when we do, and every time we go out to wrestle, it's for the brothers. We're all brothers. We love each other, every one of us.
Hey, Travis, you gave shout out to Coach James and being here tonight. He's a pretty intense guy, and I think you're spot on as far as he's not just about coaching to win one match here. He's talking about how to be a better man, how to grow and be a good adult. How about academically? Was there a teacher at Methuen High that grinded you and pushed you that way, that you're look back now in your freshman year in college and say, wow, you were trying to get me to get ready for college? Is there someone at the high school that kind of stands out?
There is. So he retired my junior year. He was my AP psychology teacher, Michael McCormick. He was, honestly, he pushed me so hard, and I talked to you about him for the Blue Book, about he put my name in for the what's it called, Boys State, and he said that he saw something that I didn't see, so that was his big pushing point.
I have to say, it's nice to go a show without that shout out going to Al Delano.
Who?
Well, I didn't know there was a long range, because he was probably my number two.
So, go ahead, yeah.
Shout out Al Delano.
Got to shout out Mr. Delano, right?
Tim, we brought the show to Al. He was in the building, and he still left.
Still left before we could even get him. Like, I just thought maybe we could get him for like a 10-second cameo, just poking in between us, and he left.
I'm at the point now where if we finally get Al on, it's like we're jumping the shark and the show's all done.
Yeah, just end
so
it. Like, just drop the mic right there, right?
But I'm not ready to do that yet.
Yeah, so
the most talked about man that can't get on camera.
Right?
Thank you, Travis. Thank you.
In terms of, what's the one thing looking back on it now that you missed the most, that maybe you didn't appreciate enough while you were here?
The workload at school.
Why, you thought the workload was too much here, and now you're realizing maybe not?
No, it was, so I didn't have hours and hours and hours of homework when I was in high school. I was just able to do practice and then like go home and say, oh, it was a long practice, I need to go to bed. Now I have the long practice, and I have to say, oh, I got 3 hours of psychology homework or 3 hours of biology homework to do. And then on top of that, there's all these writing requirements for first-year students, and and it builds up as the week goes on, especially if you put it off one night because you just can't do it.
How do you find that next gear that you need in college in terms of making that adjustment? How have you found that next gear in fitting it all in?
That gear to me is named Red Bull.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, a lot of energy drinks. Bad for your body, but I mean it works.
I would imagine going to the gym a couple hours, having wrestling, you're probably in pretty good shape. So I think the Red Bull is more keeping the mind able to read a little extra and do some writing. But I have a feeling you're working pretty hard physically as well, though.
Yeah, and the next gear for them is obviously my coaches and teammates, but there's a great alumni presence at Rhode Island College, and some of them are high school coaches around, some of them are coaches in the northeast, like doughboy coaches and stuff, but they are open arms whenever you guys want to come wrestle, come see us. It's just amazing alumni.
Well, and that was my next question to you. Led me right into that. Like, give your pitch in terms of getting some of these athletes or some of these students or student athletes. Give your pitch on Rhode Island College.
Rhode Island College is honestly one of the most affordable schools in the region. Anyone in the Northeast neighbors, so even Long Island kids, anyone in New England, so the school is now in-state tuition, so however much money that is ends up being after FAFSA and stuff. But right now, Rhode Island College, honestly, we're building a bunch of new buildings. The programs are getting stronger, and I can see that our wrestling team, maybe our record this year, it doesn't look the way it should have looked based on how we came into the season. But Rhode Island College wrestling is on the rebuild.
Awesome.
It sounds like you've already been doing some recruiting for the admissions office. That sounds like a pretty polished pitch, my friend. Well done.
I've been to plenty of orientations.
Nice. What is, outside of wrestling, outside of school, what is the funnest, coolest part of college life? When you have those rare moments to just kind of chill and enjoy something else.
Well, it's with my friends on the team, but our heavyweight and our 133, we're like three amigos. We just do these crazy, goofy things, but we go around Providence and we try these different restaurants, and we just have so much fun. Providence is the most fun place I've ever been to. It
really
honestly,
is an underrated city. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, being from an area near Boston, I can't talk bad about my city, but it's debatably closer to Boston than people think it is.
Ooh, starting a little debate here. So you mentioned you've been to a lot of restaurants. I mean, are you thinking of getting into the video game in terms of challenging Seth Pare?
No, I'll leave Seth to do that. I mean, he's taken a little leave of absence since he's gone to Clemson, so maybe there needs to be a new guy to step up.
Right, got to step into the void. Like, yeah, there's a huge absence.
The people need a voice.
The people do need a voice.
Well, it's great to hear your voice, sir, and any other projects you want to plug or any shout outs you want to give before we let you go here?
I do have a challenge to give.
Do it.
I want to see as many Ranger wrestlers so New England is in PCTA, which is 2 streets over from my college. So as many of you guys as possible, you guys better be here because I'll be there to cheer for you guys. And Coach James, I got dinner on me if you get a couple of guys out there.
Wow.
Nice. Now that's the regionals, Travis, or what is that?
Yeah, the New England Championship.
Nice.
All right, Travis, you put a challenge out. I'm going to give you a tough question right now. Based on watching the match and knowing some of the kids, is there anyone that you could predict that should be at the New England Regional?
Every single kid in the lineup should be there. But
Okay.
I know that Jose Diaz is going to win a state championship this year. I believe in him, and there's a couple other kids that when I went down there to practice, that I could see that they want it now. That maybe they were slacking before or didn't want it as much. Jose Diaz, Matt Cabez, and to me, Jarmani Colon has turned around. Even his attitude-wise, he's been the perfect teammate this year from what I've seen.
All right, so we're expecting everybody, but those are the three kids that we've highlighted right now.
That's who I would pick.
All right.
Great talking to you, sir. Hope to see you during the breaks and catch up soon. But real awesome to have you here back here on Ranger Nation Radio.
It's great to be back in the Ranger Nation. I mean, maybe I'm not there in person, but it's great to be back.
Always in the heart, right?
Oh, I bleed blue forever.
Travis, thanks for giving up part of your Wednesday night from studying and resting and all that, and we are very lucky and happy to hear from you.
Thanks for your patience in terms of the schedule too.
It's okay with me. Whenever you guys want me back on, I'll be ready to talk. But I'm a talkative guy.
Yeah, you're okay. You're okay.
No.
Great job tonight. Seriously, and hugely appreciated. Big shout out to the Manic family in all, and great to have you back on the airwaves here.
Thank you for having me.
All right, Travis, have a good night.
You too.
Bye-bye. All right, so wrapping up things here on Ranger Nation Radio. Got an update from the girls' hockey game.
6-0. That was about 5-7 minutes ago. It was 12:20, so game's probably wrapping up right now. Kaya Hollinsworth on her way to another shout-out, which is just amazing junior that's in her 5th year starting at goalie for the varsity Red Ranger Nation team. Just incredible. Bella Keeney was the other girl who
couldn't think of in terms of the point guard.
Who was out against Chelmsford, and she's a huge part of that success of that girls team. So that was an impressive win for the Lady Rangers against Chelmsford.
Big shout out to Stephanie Tardogno too. She had a huge game in that as well. I forgot to mention her, so want to get that in there as well. Anything else to wrap up?
Just want to thank all the custodians and everyone at the field house for letting us come in. Nice table. Matt Curran had all the Wi-Fi, all that stuff ready to go, and this has been kind of seamless. Lou, you're the man. You can get us live, and Travis calling in
Willing
from Rhode
to try
Island.
anything, you know?
No, absolutely. Other than the stuff he talks about you behind your back, Lou is awesome.
It's okay. It's okay. I expect it. That's, Lou's got a little mean streak in him, so that's okay.
It's not the worst crash and burn I've had even tonight, so.
we'll take it.
Yeah.
All right, before we sign off, we got this in the paper, but give a shout out. You where you're at. You guys are getting the All Sports Booster Club is getting the Dennis Bistany Memorial Golf Tournament up and running.
So last year, the Dennis Bistany Memorial Golf Tournament was considering ending the golf tournament. The boosters and our MAIC group got together, and we talked about meeting with the family and basically asking if we could continue to carry on the Dennis Bistany Golf Tournament. We met with the family, and they said yes. They wanted to make sure that we were going to continue to honor Dennis's name and his commitment. Methuen baseball is one of the things that he cherished most. Bill Blackwell and just Ranger Nation. So we're going to do that. July 19th is the save the date. And Tim, I'm going to be really honest with you. We're not going to have any spots left. So once
you're feeling it right now, huh?
Once the registration is open, those foursomes are going to fill up immediately. So if you want to be part of it, once the flyer goes out, you better get your name in and your foursome in and register, because it's going to be the first number of teams that pay to secure their spot. The sponsors are already coming in right now. Pearl Vision, before I even open it up, reached out to me, and they're my first whole sponsor with their name on the shirt. Once all of our flyers go out, it's going to be an amazing fundraising event in Methuen at the Merrimack Golf Course. They're going to continue to support this golf tournament, and this is going to be the July event in Methuen to be part of.
Can't wait. Can't
Nope.
wait. And a huge shout out to the Boosters Club and the MIC for just realizing how important this event is to the community and for keeping it going.
The expectation is we're going to raise enough money in this one golf tournament each year to support 2 scholarships for Methuen High School students, as well as raise more money than we raise with concessions during the whole entire season at multiple football games, basketball games, and all that. So this is going to bring the amount, the $105,000 that we've already given to the Methuen High School Athletics. We're going to be doubling what we're going to be giving in supporting Methuen Athletics through the boosters, as well as the MAIC with the ice machines and the scoreboards and the sound systems. We're going to take this to a whole nother level. So if you're a business in Methuen, or if you're a golfer, as soon as the flyer comes out with our registration, get on it right away. Get a whole sponsor. We're looking for breakfast sponsors, lunch sponsors. We're looking for a corporate sponsor. There's going to be sponsorships, but your name is going to be all over Twitter, all over Facebook, all over our website, social media, as well as you're going to be impacting all the student athletes at Methuen High School.
Awesome. So we post, I won't read it all, but we posted all the information in the comments, how to sign up. You can also see that in the latest edition of Loop Weekly.
About 1 week away from the flyers going out and all the forms going out, and Matt Curran has been a huge part of supporting, making sure all the coaches are involved, all the student athletes are going to be involved. This is going to be a huge event.
Outstanding. So that is that. I put the email address again in the comments for Methuen Youth Baseball. If you want more information on signups, again, signups tomorrow night, 6:30 to 8:30 at Comfort Home Care off of Pelham Street in the Ranger Plaza between Dunkin' Donuts and McDonald's, right above Methuen Family Health Center. And then so that's 6:30 to 8:30 on Thursday night if you're watching it live on the 7th, and then on the 9th, which is Saturday, from 9 to noon, right back at Comfort Home Care to sign up. Methuen, crbr@gmail.com for all that information. Good show, Bill. Good
Excellent
show. Good show, Lou. Huge appreciation for all you do for us as usual. You can catch me tomorrow on Looped In Live at 11 a.m. Catch the show here on demand. Had some great viewership, even with our lackadaisical sharing of the show on social media, which will improve. We've both been a little sick as of late, but we're back on our game, back and better than ever, as Mike Greenberg says. And we'll share it. But you can catch it on Facebook throughout the week. Catch it on loopweekly.com on the Loop Weekly Facebook page. Hey, and one quick shout out. Catch me Tuesday nights, Pika's trivia night at Pika's. Love to see Ranger Nation out for some great food, some great trivia fun.
I'll be back this Tuesday.
Yeah,
I've had so many things going on, but the wife and I are coming by on Tuesday, hoping to have a couple more people. We got to get out there. Pika's great food. The place is awesome, and things get away from you. But we'll be seeing you next Tuesday.
Awesome. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to next week with everyone here in Ranger Nation. For Bill Bryant, for Lou Blasi, a huge thank you to Travis Manick, to Chuck Salvo, Jordan Brown, Drew LaChance. LaChance? Yes. I want to make sure. Great kids. Just got to support Methuen Youth Baseball. They certainly deserve a huge season ahead. And again, my name's Tim Wood. We'll catch you next Wednesday, 7:10 p.m. here for Ranger Nation Radio, presented by AFC Urgent Care. Everybody have a great week.